Real Madrid's highly anticipated FIFA Club World Cup campaign under new manager Xabi Alonso got off to an unexpected and underwhelming start last night as Los Blancos were held to a 1-1 draw by Saudi side Al-Hilal. It was a debut filled with mixed emotions for Alonso, who now faces an uphill task of stabilizing a team in transition. The Santiago Bernabeu faithful, and millions more around the world, tuned in with high hopes, expecting a dominant performance to mark the dawn of a new tactical era. But what unfolded on the pitch in Morocco was far from convincing. The team lacked cohesion, sharpness, and attacking edge, exposing how early they are in the rebuilding process under their new head coach. Gonzalo Garcia, the young forward promoted from the academy, provided a bright spark in an otherwise stuttering Madrid performance. His smartly taken goal in the first half gave the Spanish Giants an early advantage and looked to set the tone for the evening. However, any dreams of a smooth victory were quickly dashed when young defender Raúl Asensio conceded a clumsy penalty that allowed Al-Hilal to level the scores. The Saudi side, to their credit, took their chance with calm professionalism, never allowing Madrid to fully settle back into their rhythm. Alonso, visibly frustrated on the sidelines, likely knew this would be a process of trial and error. But even he may not have expected such a flat performance from his side, especially given the talent at his disposal. The result left Real Madrid with just 1 point, adding pressure heading into their remaining group stage fixtures. One glaring issue was the absence of star forward Kylian Mbappe. The Frenchman's unavailability was always going to be a major factor, but his absence was felt more keenly than many expected. Madrid's lack of pace and incision in the final third was telling. Mbappe has emerged as Real Madrid's primary attacking outlet over the past year, particularly as Vinicius Jr.'s form has dipped and the midfield struggles to supply consistent chances. Last night, without his explosive presence, the team looked one-dimensional and lacked the killer instinct required at this level. Garcia, despite scoring, missed 2 big chances that Mbappe likely would have buried. The academy graduate showed promise and hunger, but the finishing quality was just not on par with the standards required on the world stage. To Garcia's credit, his movement was sharp and his instincts promising, but this is where the difference between a budding talent and a world-class forward becomes most apparent. Alonso will hope that Mbappe returns soon, as his presence changes the entire complexion of the team's attacking threat. The night also saw the long-awaited debut of 2 marquee summer signings, Dean Huijsen and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Both were brought in as part of a strategic reshaping of the squad, with Alonso reportedly having a say in their acquisition. Huijsen, the young Dutch defender, was a clear standout. Calm, composed, and commanding, he looked like he had been part of the Madrid backline for years. His ability to read the game and make key interventions was one of the few positives from the match. Statistically, Huijsen completed 3 clearances, 3 tackles, 1 interception, and boasted an 87% pass completion rate. He even created a key chance, a remarkable debut for a centre-back under intense scrutiny. Alexander-Arnold's debut, however, painted a contrasting picture. The former Liverpool right-back looked out of sync and was far from the influential figure he was in England. His defensive vulnerabilities were on full display, and his passing range, normally a hallmark of his game, was uncharacteristically erratic. Renaud Lodi exploited Alexander-Arnold's side throughout the match, and the Englishman lost possession 12 times. While he did play a part in the lead-up to Madrid's goal, his overall performance will likely leave Alonso with questions to address before the next outing. There's no denying Alexander-Arnold's talent, but adapting to the tactical demands of a new league, a new manager, and a new culture takes time. The hope in Madrid will be that this was just first-night nerves rather than a sign of what's to come. Off the pitch, the pressure is already mounting. Club president Florentino Perez has placed great importance on winning the Club World Cup, not only as a trophy but as a statement of Madrid's continued global dominance. A slow start, therefore, is more than just a blip, it's a dent to that narrative. Fans were left disappointed not only by the result but by the performance. Real Madrid were expected to glide through the group stage, especially against teams like Al-Hilal. But football, especially in the modern era, offers few guarantees. Madrid's remaining group fixtures now become must-wins. While Pachuca appears to be a more manageable opponent, the looming clash with RB Salzburg could be far more problematic. The Austrian side is known for their high-energy pressing and attacking verve, exactly the kind of football Madrid struggled to cope with last night. For Xabi Alonso, this draw is a reminder that inheriting the Real Madrid job is both an honor and a trial by fire. His tactical ideas will need time to take root, and he must find ways to extract consistent performances from a squad caught between eras. Despite the disappointment, it's not all doom and gloom. There are signs of potential. Garcia's breakthrough, Huijsen's poise, and moments of midfield creativity all point to a promising future, if the growing pains can be managed properly. Madrid's next test will be as much psychological as tactical. Can they bounce back from the underwhelming start and impose themselves on their group? Can Alonso galvanize the dressing room to believe in the project? Only time will tell. What is certain, however, is that the margin for error has now shrunk significantly. One misstep could spell early elimination from a tournament that Madrid had earmarked for success.